Okay, my wife just went inside. Thanks, Aaron, for helping set this up. And we just wanted to share with you some really exciting news. For those of you that have supported Locale for these past 13 years, followed everything that we've done, come to our parties, we thought it'd be really important to tell you how we started, how it's going, and where we see ourselves in the near future. Okay, so if you're watching this, there's a really good chance that you only know Locale Magazine from our Instagram, our TikTok, maybe you get our email blast every week, or you go to our website to find things to do. But where we started was in print. And we've made 125 of these beautiful, glossy, gorgeous publications. If you're a fan of our print, we have some really, really big news. Okay, it's 2010 and we're making a magazine. I need to show them what Locale Magazine is. I made what looked like a magazine made by an 8th grader who was told to create one for an art project. And we put brilliant stuff on the inside like inside cover, places to eat. I don't know if you can see this, but places to drink, things to do. We walked around and we told people that we were making a magazine with. Yeah. We progressed to this. We made a fake magazine. It had words like Sit Amet. None of it made sense. Pretend magazine, but it was a little easier for somebody to visualize what Locale might look like someday. So Ashley's not in the part of this video, but Ashley is super important to Locale Magazine, always has been. She's been there literally since day one, and she is my right arm and a lot of times my left arm and sometimes my brain. For any of you who have ever been involved in a startup or a small company, you know that you wear a lot of hats. Ashley was wearing all the hats that happened inside of the office, and I was wearing all the hats that happened outside of the office. So that meant carrying my camera everywhere. After the first magazine came out, it meant delivering the magazines in the back of my car. It meant writing stories, and it meant finding new advertisers. So we were the test subjects for a very cool story that we did called Versus. Editorials that we did together, it was just Ashley and I. I had my camera, and we both had our empty bellies to start the day. And the story was to compare and contrast to find out who had the best sushi rolls in Orange County. We went to 8 different places. We used sheets that looked like this, and we took comments and kept score and noted everything from taste to appearance to originality to ambiance of the restaurant. The part we didn't take into consideration was that we would have to eat at 8 sushi restaurants in 2 days. I had no idea where this idea came from, but we wanted a launch party to launch the magazine into existence, and we picked a date of July 1st. We found a location and we started working towards the ends of having that party. Little did we know that over the next decade, we would become not just a magazine company, but an event company, throwing 50 to 60 events a year. Okay, so we needed guests for that first party. We needed to be big. And as we talked about earlier, Facebook was just getting started. For all of you that are a little bit younger, Instagram didn't even exist yet, much less TikTok or Snapchat. So we were on Facebook every single day, finding new followers, finding new fans so that we can invite them to our party. We reached 6,500 followers on Facebook, which was a big deal in those days. When we hit that number of followers, we had more followers than any other print publication, and many than all of them. And social media has stayed an important part of who we are at Locale Magazine. We now have 190,000 verified followers on Instagram. Started TikTok a year ago. We have 180,000 followers, and our videos have been watched 60 million times. But social media is an integral part of who Locale Magazine was, is, and will be. It had only been 100 days. It was now July 1st, 20,000 magazines piled high on pallets in my 2-car garage, 100 custom racks built and piled on top, spotlights on, music pumping, fashion show starting, as 450 guests filed in to see what we had made. It had only been 100 days. Now it's been close to 5,000 days. We have printed 126 issues. We've had Stevie Aoki, Tony Hawk, and a handful of housewives on our cover, Lisa Vanderpump, Kyle Richards. We've had sports stars, well, legends like Kelly Slater, Mike Trout, Antonio Gates, Kristen Press, and Shaun White. We've had Layla Ali and Danny Trejo. Love Danny Trejo.
Local Magazine.
We've had the Chainsmokers. We've had chefs Wolfgang Puck,
I love the magazine.
Curtis Stone, and Richard Blaze. Featured reality stars like Brody Lowe Bosworth, Kristen Cavallari, and a Jedi. I think the coolest for me, Mark Hamill, in March 2020. We were on top of the world. I know a lot of us were. It was really tough for us. Most of our customers are in the hospitality business and most of them are shut down. We had to say goodbye to half of our staff. We terminated the lease on our office and decided to work from Zoom. It was really, really tough for us, but not any tougher than for a lot of you. During that time, we were not ever sure if we would print another magazine. Just having a really cool moment right now. We haven't had a lot of great moments over the past 6 months. I think that goes for many of us. But today, this morning, we picked up printed copies of our Local Orange County magazine. Well, as you can see, we did print magazines again. That's really exciting. The world was changing and it was changing quickly. And we knew that we had to get out in front of this thing. So on December 10th of 2020, Ashley and I broke out the napkin again. We didn't have 100 days, we only had 50. We decided that we wanted to change everything that Local did. We wanted to offer our partners a digital campaign strategy. We spent 15 hours a day for 50 days defining, implementing, and training our staff on this completely new strategy. So now it's been 2 years. And this new strategy that we're doing, this digital strategy, leaning heavy into our social media, into our website, which is fantastic, into our email list, surpassed our best year ever. We have found a way to talk to you through Instagram and TikTok, through DMs and inboxes, and through screens of all sizes. And I just want to let all of you know that are still watching to this point, that still care, that Local is here and we're more successful than ever. Okay, this part is going to be a little tough. I have to let you know that the issue that comes out December 1st is going to be the last print issue of Local magazine, issue number 126. And there might be rumors that we're not doing well, but that's absolutely not the case. And I don't want this to be a funeral march, because it's not. It's a celebration. It's a celebration of a philosophy that I adopted 5,000 days ago about going with the flow. So we're gonna stop fighting the current and let Local go where it was naturally meant to go. I have to say it too. Print is dead. Long live Local.